Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 9. This is episode 4. Last episode we worked on expanding our integrated dynamic system. We also got soul lava from the other. We also got a lot of essence set up. We got our mystical agriculture farm finally properly set up. I also between episodes got some of these blocks of crystals, the blocks of nitro crystals and also the blocks of the emerald stuff, the spirited crystals, and also the diamond ones, the whatever you call them. I forgot what they're called. But I also set up automation for the power stuff, and I replaced everything, all my flux ducts with all the power cables as well. Tried automating the blocks because I was before using individual components for the energizing orb, but you can actually just use blocks of stuff. And not only that, you can actually use blocks of the compressed variants. You could actually use 4x compressed blocks and you could just set it up and it would work like that. I did not actually have to slowly make them. But yeah, for the nitro, the essence, you actually need something called a nitro crystal crux to actually it to grow. And it wasn't that bad to make. You just needed some nitro capacitors and stuff because I mean it is a nether star recipe, right? So you would, and it's the final tier of the whatever the power stuff. So it is a it makes sense, right? It would require a crux. It would require some special treatment for it to actually grow. First I was like, should I just remove the one underneath it and just grow it right there. But eventually I was like, okay, no, let's just put it in a corner and remove the inferium under a corner and just set it up right there. And yeah, just like that, we had automated the nitro crystals just like that. So I didn't have to do the energizing orb anymore for power stuff, which was pretty cool. I could just use essence to make all of the power requirements for doing that, which is pretty nice. I was trying to test if you could put it even under but as you can see, it doesn't really work. It just stucks. The growth is just stuck there. It's just stuck at 86%. So yeah, it actually doesn't work. You have to put it directly under the block of farmland to make sure it actually grows. Uh, yeah, as you can see. So I wanted to work and start working on planning our final mega base for this the series, right? So I was like, let's use some deep slate because deep slate is pretty cool. I have never used it as a building block because I did not play Minecraft past 1.13, but also Chip adds all of these variants for stuff. So I made like a whole like big. I used the Tools builder to make like a big circle, 51 radius wide. So I just dug out a whole area with the dirt stuff, and I just made a big cylinder of the deep slate with some tiny deep slate bricks from Chipped, which was pretty cool block. And I also dug the bottom layer because I wanted to put a floor on it. I was trying to decide what floor I would make, but I eventually decided on the white concrete. I thought would be a pretty nice design, so I replaced my clearing card with a builder card, and I just replaced the dirt with some concrete, and yeah, I didn't have to do anything, you know. I didn't build a base. The RF Tools builder just built my base for me, which is pretty nice. As you can see, it's pretty slow. It's not that fast, but if you do infuse it later on, it can become pretty fast. On top of my base, actually, I was thinking I kind of want my ME controller, A2 controller, and I kind of wanted to put in like a big like spear, like globe kind of thing. So I was thinking of like different various radiuses, and I couldn't decide like exactly what radius I wanted. I was like, is it this radius? Is it fine? But I was like, maybe, but like that's too small, right? Like that's not gonna look that good, right? I kind of want it to be like more substantial, that like is like the center point of our base. Uh, so yeah, I was trying to experiment with different radiuses. I was like, first I was like 13, maybe the 15, maybe 17, right? So I was like, okay, let's try 15 by 15 by 15 sphere, and let's see if that works. And I was just using the display thing to see what radius of a circle would look nice, where we could put our ME controller inside. Eventually, I was like, okay, let's go with whatever 20 I forgot what it was, the 21, I think 23, yeah, 23 wide sphere of circle, and I just use clear leaded glass from chip again to fill in the sphere, which is pretty cool. I saw the circle building up slowly. The RF Tools Builder is just so nice, dude. Like, it just does everything for you. It's just so cool. It's just, I could just sit back, see the all the sides of the circle of the sphere just filling in circle by circle. It was pretty nice. It was pretty unsatisfying at the end because then it started doing the corners. I was trying to be all like cinematic and stuff. I was like, oh, look at this. This is a time lapse. Wow, so cool. But then it just stopped. I was like, oh, what happened? Because I ran out of clear leaded glass. I didn't have enough glass. Yeah, so yeah, I had to. Unfortunate. But yeah, eventually I got the glass to work, and I was thinking of what would go well on the roof. I was running into problems because I was almost close to the build limit, because as you can see, this is Y level 256 or something. So I was running into problems. I also got my A2 system finally set up, my crafting terminal. I was slowly, I connected it up to my A2 system, and I just needed some unobtainium, just a single ingot on obtainium, by the way, and you can just use that to make the infinity booster, and I believe four of them is all you need for what you may call it, uh, the oh yeah, I already had enderium dust as well. That was interesting, because I made some automation for the smelting. But yeah, I just needed some enderium stuff for the plates. I set up the plates, and it was being automated into our integrated dynamic system, which is connected through an interface through a storage bus into our ME system, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I was just slowly making the stuff. You just need, oh yeah, you only need a single ingot of unobtainium for the dimensional card, the infinity range booster. So you just make speed upgrades, and you just make, I believe, four of the infinity range boosters. And once you have four of them, you can upgrade that to the dimensional card. And the dimensional card is basically, what do you expect? It's infinite range booster, infinite dimensions, and just gives you infinite range for your A2 system, which is pretty nice. And this thing, as you can see, was consuming a lot of energy. But once you put it the dimensional card, it only consumes 18 RF per tick. As you can see, wireless boosters 8,000. The infinite dimensional card is 18, which is kind of broken in my opinion, not really balanced. But yeah, the whole thing was consuming only 37 RF per tick, which is really funny in my opinion. But yeah, I wanted to test it out to see if it actually works across dimensions, infinite range, right? So I tried to go to the end. So I'm like, okay, let's try it in the end. Made it to the end. Cool. And I was like, I decided to Control E as my keybind. That's what I set it always, for refined storage and for AE2. And like press Control E, and I was waiting. I was like, lag. It's not working. And then I was like, what? It's not working. I had didn't make my controller properly, so I had to fix that. But yeah, eventually I fixed it, and it does work. I could access my A2 system from the end. Yeah, but I think that's where I'm going to call it today, guys. So thank you so much for watching this episode. And if you like watching, continue watching. So make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And I'm going to see you next time. Bye.